Hello and welcome back to Swing Trading Masterclass by Wealthy Education. In this video, we'll take a look at those Harami candlesticks with technical indicators to give you an idea as to how you could have perhaps not only taken the candlestick formation, but had a little bit more in the way of confidence. So with the United Airlines, this first thing that I would point out, pretty straightforward, we were right at the $65 level when this formed, when this Harami formed. You can see that you could have taken the trade on a break at the top of the mother candlestick, and that was actually 2 days later. We rallied right into the resistance. So that in and of itself would have been a bit of a tell. Now, sometimes when you get a move like this and it takes a couple of days, in order to save a little bit, some traders, instead of putting it behind the mother, they'll put it behind the baby, or perhaps even this one as far as stop losses are concerned. That is a personal thing that I encourage you to perhaps think about as far as what you're comfortable doing. Put a MACD on a range-bound market. We like doing that. We have a cross right here just after this as we started to break out of the Harami situation. Straightforward trade. So with that, pretty straightforward. Euro, yen, we had this little gap here. So what's important about this area? Well, the first thing that you're going to see is that we were right at the 125 level. We found support. We formed a hammer there. We pulled back. We could not break down below the hammer. And then we formed this. So once we broke above the top of the mother on this candlestick here, you should be aware of the fact that something's definitely happening. Where did we go? We went right to the previous resistance, and that's quite normal. You'll notice that we are most certainly in an uptrend, and that will obviously show itself with the moving averages. Let's go ahead and put a 20 and a 50, or for that matter, we could probably even zoom out to a 200 and then make this one a 50 because it was such a long-term uptrend. And you can see, for that matter, the candlestick that broke the top of the mother broke above the 50-day EMA, but we're clearly in an uptrend. No need to fight that. Absolutely no reason to try to get too cute with it. If the market is in an uptrend, then that's how you trade it. Let's do the parabolic SAR, stop and reverse. And you can see that we had been negative until the candlestick that kicked off the trade. So pretty straightforward, nice indication of where we were going next. So in the Ethereum trade, remember, it's an hourly chart. So let's take a look at that through the prism of an hourly move. There was an area here to say here was kind of a zone, if you will, of support and resistance. Probably not enough by itself to take the trade, but clearly something's going on in that neighborhood. It's an hourly chart, so let's do the moving averages from the short term perspective, the 9 and the 20. Let's see what we've got there. You can see that we pierced there, and it was at the beginning of the moving averages flattening out. It did eventually kick off. It did take some time to actually work out, though. Pretty short-term move. With crypto and on an hourly chart, it is going to be more or less a chop fest, but you can see that we did get the run lower. Let's go ahead and put MACD to see what we get. And that should confirm as well. We've got the cross right there, right at the breakdown candlestick. So that is another reason to think that perhaps taking this trade would have worked out. Haramis are better on the daily time frames, and they're most certainly better in stock markets. Now, having said that, you can use them in these other markets, but stock trading is really where they shine.